Welcome to the Futures League All-Star Selection Show. I'm Owen Shadrick, and joining me is Johnny Maffey. We're really excited that it is finally time for our Midsummer Classic here in the Futures League. So many great players are going to be represented in New Britain. Johnny, you got information for the fans? Let's hear it.
Oh, I have all the information for the fans, everything you need. This has been 2 years in the making for New Britain. They finally get their chance, and they are not going to disappoint. The Beer Fest Monday night, the Home Run Derby will start at 6:30. Tuesday, gates open at 5 for the 6:35 first pitch in the All-Star game. We may have had one of the starters. Those will be announced soon, but we definitely have some great guests, and we start off with New Britain Bees GM Bret DeRosa, who's going to give you even more information, and it sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, we had 6 guests on this all-star show, including Bret DeRosa. We had Cole Bartels, Dillon Ryan, Patrick Harrington, Kailyn Culpepper, and Ryan Bagdasarian. Really excited for you guys to hear from all those players about their experiences in the Futures League and their excitement for being selected to the all-star game.
Yeah, one common question is first half consistency. I think we asked all 5 of the players that we had on here. They're all consistent. The whole roster is consistent for both the East and the West. You can go to our socials and check out some of the other interviews too that we caught up with for the All-Stars this weekend.
Yeah, and we have all these interviews presented by our sponsors, 78 Sports, On-Demand Storage, Zephyr, Changeup, and NPI. So thank you to those sponsors for sponsoring this all-star show, as well as other content around the league. We're going to get it started here with New Britain Bees GM Bret DeRosa.
Congrats to every all-star from both sides. Make sure to check out the press release on our website. It has every all-star and every home run derby participant. Pick your favorite. Let us know. Tweet us, tag us, post us, comment, whatever. Let's roll with these interviews.
We're honored to be joined by our first guest here in the All-Star Special. It's Bret DeRosa, the GM of the New Britain Bees, the host of the 2021 All-Star Game. Bret, thanks for jumping on with us today.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome. Excited to be on this, for sure.
Yeah, we're excited too. And it's finally All-Star Week. So what's it like having the All-Star Game in New Britain, of course, after it was intended to happen last year in 2020?
Yeah, I think we were excited, obviously, to have it last year. And then it got to a point where we were just excited to have a season. And we did a, resemblance of a scout day last year. But just getting through that season was, amazing for everyone involved. So this year, now that we have a little bit of a normal season and we can, do our best to make it, sort of a festival for the league, 2 days that we have the Monday Home Run Derby, Tuesday All-Star Game. Brad and I are very excited to be able to show our appreciation for everybody around the league, and hopefully everybody can come, including you guys, and enjoy themselves here as a showcase to our league.
Yeah, we'll absolutely be there and extremely excited for the event. And Tuesday night gates open at 5:00. So what can people expect if you're a kid trying to get autographs or you're a fan trying to have a couple drinks and watch the All-Star Game? What are kind of the big hit events that people can't miss?
Yeah, so, essentially we here in New Britain, we like to keep it simple, and big thing for us is access always. So we try to offer unlimited access to anybody for any game. Pretty much you'll see most of our regular home games will try to have little leagues out here. They get to run on the field with the players, and the players eat it up and signing autographs by the dugout at the end of the game. Specifically during our fan fest on Monday, it's basically going to be, very laid back in the fact that, fans are going to be allowed to come in and watch both teams take batting practice if they choose to. Nobody's really assigned a seat, so you can go hang out down below, by the players who are waiting to hit maybe, and they'll come take some pictures with you and sign some autographs. We're going to have some staff members of the league on the field, just relaxing, having a good time watching BP, listening to some good tunes. And then, as mentioned before, we also have a beer fest going on that Monday, the Home Run Derby, starting at 6:30 to 8:30. So BP and everybody who wants to come enjoy the Home Run Derby, it's free for them to come in and do so. It's just a free fan fest. But if you want to partake in the beer fest activities, that is going to be a prepaid ticket of $25. It's run by Connecticut Beer. So it's just kind of an event that they're hosting at the same exact time as the Home Run Derby, because we just thought that would be like pretty sick and awesome, to have a beer fest down our party areas while there's a Home Run Derby going on. So, it's something that we haven't done before, but we're super excited about it. And I think a lot of the fans are. And then for the All-Star Game too, like, gates are going to open an hour and a half before. We usually open up an hour before, but we want people to be able to come in, maybe see some BP of the all-star teams, and just enjoy themselves. Come have a great night out. Like I said, we're just trying to showcase the league and everything we have to offer. We have a lot of, going to be a lot of good talent on the field that day. So just coming and enjoying, showcasing our community in New Britain and local Connecticut, and, just being, good stewards of the league and, making sure everybody's having fun.
Sounds like the best Monday of the year. Long fly balls and some cold beer. Can you give us a sneak peek at some of those beers you're going to have on draft?
Yeah, I think they, last I checked, we had, obviously we always have Alvarium at the ballpark. That's a local New Britain brewery, but I think there's also, there's another brewery in town called Five Churches. They'll be out here. Harpoon, which is, based in Boston and Vermont as well. They're going to be out here. There's a ton, even some breweries that I haven't personally heard of. They're coming, but I think there's at least 10 breweries that people will be able to sample beer from and, just learn a little bit about. And we're excited to have them in the ballpark and get to know us. And we're excited to bring that to our fans. And so, it's a little bit of a twofer. You can come enjoy the home run derby, but you can also, like you said, have the greatest Monday night of all time. So.
Absolutely. So what about the people trying to catch a couple home runs? Are they going to be allowed behind the fence?
Yeah. So, it's tough.
I know it's different in the Futures League versus an MLB stadium, but.
Right. Yeah. So like I said, access is something, I mean, we monitor that situation. Usually you'll see, if you come to a game, you'll see kids, trying to track where the home run ball went and, figure out exactly where they have to go to get it. And we don't really stop them from doing so. We don't want anybody like getting into any hassles trying to find a home run ball, but, for the most part, people will be able to find their way around the back of the fence to get something.
Yeah. And certainly there's been a lot of players that have hit their marks for you guys this season. Luke Broadhurst, Ryan Bagdasarian, Colin Blake, and Todd Peterson are four of the many players from the Britain Bees who are headed to the All-Star game. What are you looking forward to most about seeing them playing in front of the home crowd, and what have you thought of their performance this season?
It's been great. Specifically the first two that you mentioned, Luke Broadhurst and Ryan Bagdasarian, they are both, Eastern Connecticut State ball players, and they had a tremendous year during their college season as well. So they just kind of carried that over. Luke has hit some mammoth home runs. It's been fantastic to watch. Some of those balls that they fly off his bat. So hopefully we'll get to see something like that during the festivities from him. Bagdasarian, we had him last year. Obviously, we loved him as a clubhouse guy. Really, just a great guy. Gets along with everybody. Solid player. He's going to show up. He's going to get his hits. He's going to steal some bases, and he's going to play a mean center field. So we're very happy that he's having such a great season because, he truly is a great baseball player.
Yeah, we're really excited to see all these all-stars show off their skills both Monday night at the Home Run Derby and Tuesday throughout the day. And before we sign off, one last pitch to fans of New Britain and elsewhere around the Futures League to come on down to New Britain Stadium for the All-Star game.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think it's going to be, if you listen to any of the baseball players in the interviews they do with you guys, the talent level in the Fcbl this year, and I think in all summer collegiate leagues has definitely risen over the past, few years. And it's great talent. It's a great baseball to come watch. And we have the best players from each team doing so for one night on Tuesday, July 13th at 6:35 p.m. It's $8 tickets. It's free parking. Come take come take in the game. We have drinks, we have food, just going to be a great night out for you to relax, enjoy some baseball, maybe catch a foul ball or a home run. And specifically on Monday, get to a beer fest. But for Tuesday, just enjoy the baseball game and still get premium access during an all-star game. That is just, something that not everybody normally gets. So we're super excited to be hosting it. And we hope to showcase the league in a great way.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Bret DeRosa, the GM of the New Britain Bees, thank you so much again for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you Monday and Tuesday, 5:00, gates open. Game starts at 6:30, 5 on Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And next time I'm on, maybe I'll have a mullet as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Bret.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much for New Britain Bees GM Bret DeRosa for joining us. We're really excited for all that New Britain has to offer with the beer fest and everything else. It's going to be a fun night, a fun 2 days in New Britain. And next up, we have Cole Bartels of the Westfield Starfires. This interview is presented by 78 Sports. Johnny Cole has had an exceptional season in Westfield, and he's trying to bring that Bullen's magic to the All-Star game.
Absolutely. He's already got his pitcher picked out. He's ready for the Home Run Derby Monday night for the Beer Fest. Like DeRosa said, the funnest Monday of the year. And it'll be awesome to see him and the rest of the Starfires in New Britain on Tuesday night for the game.
Yeah, excited for you all to hear Bartels' perspective on the Home Run Derby as he tries to win it on Monday night. And then obviously we'll play in the game on Tuesday. So here's our interview with Cole Bartels presented by 78 Sports. We are now honored to be joined by Westfield Starfires Cole Bartels after he was selected to the All-Star team. Cole, how does it feel to represent Westfield and be selected to the game?
It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty pumped about the opportunity. Obviously came down here hoping to have fun and have a good season this summer. And it's been going pretty well, so I'm very honored to be in this All-Star game, get an opportunity to represent Westfield in the All-Star game.
Yeah, so you're bringing some Bulls magic, not just Tuesday night to the All-Star game, but Monday night to the Home Run Derby. Have you ever been in a real wood bat Home Run Derby?
No, I've done some pickup home run derbies at the softball field back home, but nothing too serious or organized. So I'm pretty excited to get into that and have a fun time down there on Monday night.
Have you picked your pitcher yet?
Yeah, it's gonna be Kyle Dembrowski, the assistant coach for Westfield. Throws money BP.
Do you take him deep all the time down at Bullen's?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Then that's a guy you want pitching to you in the Derby for sure. And, you know, maybe he's been pitching to you on the mound all the time because you're hitting a blistering 386 right now. You got 2 home runs, 8 doubles, 18 RBI. How have you felt so far this season?
I felt pretty good. I just try to keep things simple and keep building off my at-bats, keep progressing this whole summer. I've had a couple rough spots here and there, but I mean, I just keep trying to get back in the box, let things go, and move forward. I feel pretty good though, and I'm happy where I'm at this summer.
Yeah, and you've got a number of teammates coming with you to the All-Star game. Christian Beal, Jaden Brown, and Peter DiMaria are among them. What's it like to have those guys playing alongside you in New Britain?
I think it's gonna be a blast. I'm really pumped that all those guys are in that too. It's just gonna make it more comfortable for me and those guys being around each other there. I'm really happy to get to share that experience with them. So that's great.
So we're recording this on Thursday. Last night you had a doubleheader in Worcester where you met up with Taven Kelly and one of the rain delays. He's one of your fellow teammates at Penn State. What's it like to have another Nittany Lion down there and be able to catch up with him? And will there be any jawing or chirping?
We don't really chirp each other too much. I mean, we are pretty competitive at school and stuff. It's great to see him. He's one of my best guy friends down at school. So, I mean, I'm pumped I get to see him here. I don't know how happy he is far away from home, but he seems to be having a good time in the Futures League this summer, and it's a blast. Good to see him and play against him. Last night was a long night, and both of us had a couple rough at bats we weren't too happy about, but it was good to catch up and see him.
Yeah, it's always good to see your college teammates around the Futures League, and you'll see plenty of college teammates, college opponents, and Futures League opponents and teammates at the All-Star game on Tuesday. Cole, thanks so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at the All-Star game.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll see you in New Britain. Thanks, Cole.
Thanks again to Cole Bartels for joining us. He's extremely excited to participate in the Home Run Derby on Monday and play in the All-Star game on Tuesday. Our next interview is with Dillon Ryan of the Brockton Rox. He is the pitcher of the month for June, and his interview is presented by On Demand Storage. Really excited to have Dillon on this show.
And one guy that wouldn't be good to pitch to Cole is Dillon Ryan. He's off to a great start. Like you said, pitcher of the month in June. He's lighting up the Ks and lighting up the stat sheet.
Yeah, we're really excited for this interview with Dillon, and we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get you there. So here is Dillon Ryan, presented by On Demand Storage. We're honored to be joined by our next guest here. It's Dillon Ryan of the Brockton Rox, the pitcher of the month for the month of June. But before we get to that, what does it mean to be selected to the All-Star team?
Being selected to the All-Star team's an honor. I saw a couple of my buddies got selected too, so that's going to be a lot of fun. A couple of guys on my team. I'm happy. I'm happy it's coming up. I get to play. Just going to be with a good group of guys.
Yeah, the Rocks have been hot all season long, and many thanks to you. You had an incredible month. You were selected pitcher of the month for June for the Fcbl with a league leading 1.07 ERA. You only let up 3 runs and are tied for the league lead with 46 Ks as of the time of this interview. A lot of that had to do with 9 Ks in 3 innings on Tuesday night. What's it like to receive that honor for pitcher of the month, and how have you been so consistent?
It's amazing. I'm wicked happy I got that. Like that was an honor. But I just had to stay strong this summer, make sure my weight kind of stayed the same, consistent lifting, so I could just keep my arm healthy and just stay strong throughout the season. And throw off the mound a lot. I mean, not too much, like too heavy, like bullpen wise, but I was trying to do a lot of short boxes and just keep trying to find rhythm off the mound. And I think that's been translating a lot and just like staying consistent to like my throwing program. And yeah, it's been working, so I'm just sticking with it, and it's just kind of taking a toll right now. Feeling good. It's like the midsummer right now, so I'm pretty up in innings. I'm a lot more than where I was at last summer, and I'm feeling way better than I was last year. So I think just the summer, warm weather, more pitching, like it's just keep going from there.
Yeah, warm weather, but we can calm down on the rain a bit, but that's a different issue.
Yeah.
You got a lot of teammates at UMass Boston also headed this all-star game, whether it's Alex Amalfi playing beside you in the East or Tim Cianciolo playing against you in the West. What's it been like to see those guys succeed as much as they have, and what's it going to be like to reunite this weekend?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, this spring they both dominated. They did very well. They did their jobs. They were both starters, and seeing them come into this league and do what they did in the spring, it's awesome. They're doing consistent. Like they're good pitchers. You know what I mean? They don't just go out there and just like do whatever. Like they know how to pitch. So it's like fun watching them do good. And so it's going to be fun this weekend. I'm happy to meet up with them again.
Yeah. So this year for Brockton so far, Coach Garza arrived late because he had business in Omaha, of course. Jack Aaron was awesome as the interim, and Tom Tracy was even in the dugout. What have you learned from everyone on that staff?
They're all great. I mean, they all come out here and coach. They all say like they have our backs, and they really mean it. I mean, they'll do anything for us out there, and it's awesome. Like they're really good guys. So like just going playing for them, and like knowing they have their backs, like they have our backs, like they want to win, like it's awesome. I love it.
And last question here. Brockton currently sits in first place, 1.5 games up as we record here on Thursday, July 8th. How do you guys keep up the success?
I think chemistry is a lot of it, having like just like trusting each other. I mean, like we really don't have like any me guys on our team, and it's awesome. Like everyone's out here for each other. Like next guy up, like everyone just plays to win. Like it's awesome. The chemistry is wicked good. Everyone goes up, swings to bats. Like defense makes plays. Like pitchers throw strikes. Like it's awesome. Like the base running is aggressive, always trying to capitalize on like mistakes from other teams. It's awesome, I think. And like we love winning. Like we're always trying to win, and like everyone wants to win. And then it's not just like, oh, like I'm going to go out there and win. Like it's like a team effort, and like everyone realizes that. It's awesome.
Yeah, the team effort is super important. And Brockton obviously has a plethora of all-stars heading to the all-star game. Dylan, thank you so much, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
See you in New Britain. Good luck, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thanks so much to Dillon Ryan, the pitcher of the month for June, for joining us here on our All-Star Game special. Next up, we have Patrick Harrington of the Vermont Lake Monsters. He's had an exceptional year. He's top 3 in the league in ERA right now, and he's ready to go on Tuesday.
Absolutely. This interview with Patrick is brought to you by Changeup. Thank you very much to them for all their support and helping us with this show and the podcast and the league in general. You know, Patrick was in those conversations as well we were having for pitcher of the month, and he's very deserving of this all-star selection, and he's doing some great things up with the Lake Monsters in Burlington.
Yeah, he is doing some great things with the Lake Monsters, and we want to present this interview. So here's our interview with Patrick Harrington, presented by Changeup. We now welcome on our next guest. It's Patrick Harrington, pitcher for the Vermont Lake Monsters, after he found out he's joining the 2021 All-Star team. Patrick, we'll get started with these questions. What's it like to be selected to the 2020 All-Star game?
It's a great feeling. I mean, especially being like with the team and just working hard every day to just try and help your team succeed. It's nice to, be selected and be recognized a little bit.
So you're not new to the Fcbl, Pat. You played for a well-known team last year. Now you're on a new team with Vermont. Did you have to show a bunch of guys the ropes, or how's it been going so far this summer?
I guess not really showing the ropes, but more, we have a pretty young team. So more like introducing them to like summer ball itself, and then like answering any questions they had about like either the league itself or like especially about like the stadiums we were playing in and like the schedule. So it's more just answering questions, I guess.
I'm sure they're very, very happy to have you. So the All-Star game's coming up. There's a scout day. You're going to get some exposure. How do you plan on taking advantage of all this?
I plan on just trying to like keep the same as I've been doing the whole time. Just stay within myself, not do too much, because I feel like once you start doing too much, like problems can occur. So just keep it the same and keep it consistent.
Yeah, and the scout days are an exciting time for everybody in the league to do that. And talking about your personal success this season, you sit currently top 3 in the league in ERA at 2.00, and you earned pitcher of the night on Monday night after a 6-inning and 8K performance. What's it like to get off to such a hot start?
It's nice. Definitely seeing success early is nice to help build confidence for you and for the team itself. I think it's just mostly stemmed from our great defense we have and the great catching we've had. Like once I have like a great catch behind me, it just puts so much more confidence that I can put the ball like wherever it is, and then it just helps everything out.
Absolutely. And, Johnny mentioned earlier, you're a vet of the Futures League. You're also a vet of the All-Star game after appearing in 2019. What was that experience like, and what are you looking forward to most about this year?
The experience was great. It was awesome just to like be selected in the All-Star game in 2019. I think this year I'll be a little more comfortable going in. I think 2019 I was pretty nervous. I didn't know what to expect. It was my first All-Star game really of any time. So I didn't know what to expect. And I think this year I'm a little more calm and I can kind of relax a little more because I know what's coming.
Well, the fans are going to be more hyped than ever in New Britain. Do you have any advice to the new Fcbl All-Stars?
I think just staying within yourself and just staying calm the whole time can be really it. Like, I think the first time that I did it, I was pretty nervous, and I think that was one of the weaknesses I had in the game itself. And then just being relaxed and just meeting everybody and keeping the experience great, just living in the moment.
Yeah, this All-Star game is going to be filled with great moments, and we're so excited for it. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck at the All-Star game, and we look forward to seeing you Tuesday night in New Britain.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys too.
Thanks, Patrick. See you there.
Thank you.
Thank you to Patrick Harrington once again for joining us. He's super excited for his second All-Star appearance, and making his first appearance in the All-Star game is our next interview, Kailyn Culpepper. His interview is presented by Zephyr. He is a infielder for the Norwich Sea Unicorns and is extremely excited to represent Norwich in their first ever Futures League All-Star game.
Yep, he's new to the league. Norwich is new to the league, and he talked about how much fun he was having with Coach Belinsky and the rest of that Sea Unicorns squad down in Connecticut.
Yeah, on Back to the Futures, Trey Cobb talked about setting the bar high for the Norwich Sea Unicorns, and Culpepper has certainly been a big part of that. So in the meantime, we're going to present our interview with Kailyn Culpepper, presented by Zephyr. We now welcome on Norwich Sea Unicorns infielder Kailyn Culpepper to our All-Star selection show after he was selected to the All-Star game. Kailyn, first of all, how are you today? And congratulations again on making the All-Star team.
Thank you. I'm doing great.
So what does it mean to be named an All-Star in the Futures League?
Well, it's a big honor. I feel like I did pretty well to, deserve it. I know when I broke the news to my parents, they were pretty happy and pretty proud. So, it feels good to, make my parents happy and all the work and hard work I put in and all that.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling making mom and dad happy. What are you most excited about for when you get to New Britain for the festivities?
Honestly, I'm excited to just play in a big crowd, in front of a big crowd. Watching the home run derby, I like watching those. Just to have some fun. Stay loose. Pretty much it.
Yeah, it's all about having fun there. The fans will be having fun. You guys will be having fun. We'll be having fun. Last week, you had a lot of fun, too. You were named Player of the Week. It was the cherry on top to your first half, if you will. You went 4 for 11 with a dinger and 5 RBIs. You improved your overall average to .333, which leads the Norwich Sea Unicorns. How have you kept these numbers so consistent through the first half?
Well, just not thinking about it too much. Just going out there playing my game. Just trying to, get hits for my team, really, not thinking about average stats like that, just, trying to have fun and produce everything and just as much as I can for my team. Yeah.
And we had your teammate Trey Cobb on our podcast Back to the Futures last week. He talked about setting the bar high for Norwich's inaugural season in the league. What does it mean to be a member of their first All-Star team here in the Futures League?
Well, it feels great. It feels great to represent, the city and the town of Norwich. Fans, they really like me, I feel like, and I really like them. So, it's an honor. It's a true honor. Yeah.
And yeah, we mentioned Trey Cobb. Him and Hunter Yaworski are among two of the teammates that will be joining you at the All-Star game. So what's it like to have been playing with those guys this summer and now getting the chance to play with them on an All-Star field?
It was pretty fun. We still having fun. We're pretty much the producer in our lineup. It's our coach, he loves us. We love each other. We play around each other. We're just having a good time, really. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been so fun to watch. And we got to ask you real quick here before we sign off. What are your thoughts on the Sea Unicorn nickname for your team?
The Sea Unicorn nickname. I mean, I love it. And I don't have a problem with it. I love being called the Sea Unicorn. Back at home, I get joked around about it, but hey, I'm a Sea Unicorn, so I play for them, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you're a Sea Unicorn, and we can't wait to see you and the rest of the Sea Unicorn All-Stars at the All-Star game on Tuesday. Congratulations again, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kaelen. Good luck.
Thank you so much to Kalyn Culpepper for joining us. He's extremely excited to be representing Norwich in the All-Star game, and a player that will be representing the home team in the All-Star game is Ryan Bagdasarian of the New Britain Bees. He's extremely excited for fans all of the Futures League to check out what New Britain has to offer. This interview is brought to you by NPI.
Yeah, Ryan talked about the unfinished business him and the rest of his Eastern Connecticut teammates wanted to carry into the summer, and it's certainly motivating him and paying off as he's deserved this selection.
Yeah, a lot of deserving selections all over the All-Star game. We don't want to keep you anymore, so we're going to present our interview with Ryan Bagdasarian, and it's presented by NPI. We now welcome on our next guest from the New Britain Bees. It's Ryan Bagdasarian, and he is very excited for the Bees to be hosting this All-Star game. So, Ryan, what's it like to be selected?
It's great. You work so hard for something, and for all that work to pay off, in a competitive league like this, it means a lot. You work so hard for something, and it to pay off, it makes you feel good inside.
And what's it going to be like to play in front of the home crowd for the All-Star game?
Yeah, playing in New Britain's great. The fans are awesome. They get into it. Just to play in front of my family too, it's close, so they're excited. I know I'm really excited to meet all the new teammates and players and coaches too, so it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and looking at your stats, you currently lead the league in average at 360 and have a home run, triple, 6 doubles, and 9 RBI. What's it like to have such a good start to the season?
Yeah, I had a strong start to my spring, and then it kind of went down a little bit, but I'm just trying to stay with that same consistent mindset of finding my pitches, barreling the baseball, making the plays that I can, just doing everything I can to help my team. Don't get me wrong, it's great to be doing so well, but I hate to put all the fame on myself. My teammates they're great players too. They do a great job every day, bring that same competitive hard work. So, it's great for me to be doing well, but I also love to see my teammates thriving as well.
So yeah, you've been playing well and the team's been playing well. You've got a lot of guys from New Britain represented in the All-Star game, whether it's Todd Peterson, Jake Hyde, Alec Rich, and pitchers like Colin Blake, Jagger Duquette. What's it like having those guys in the All-Star game and playing so well?
Yeah, so like for Todd and Jake and Alec, just for more position guys, I joined the team late. They welcomed me in, no problem. They're a great group of guys. They bring that same competitive energy every day, working hard, fine-tuning their tweaks or whatever it is, they're working on that day. They really do a great job every day, bringing that same competitive energy. And those pitchers too, they've been filling the zone. They've been, having great first halves of the season so far. So, the ceiling is still the roof for them. So they're going to keep going up. But, this is great, seeing all different guys from different schools, Division I to Division III, thriving in this league. It really is cool to have all those pieces come together.
Yeah, so speaking of D3, your teammate Luke Broadhurst has been playing with you right through the spring into the summer. What's it like having fun with him, playing with him? Because he's had a hell of a first half.
Yeah, Luke's a great guy. I get along with him real well. We had a great spring, going to regionals and everything. And then, kind of carrying that unfinished business mentality into it because we did come up short. So, having us in the lineup together, having that same kind of idea in the back of our minds that we want to keep winning, we can still do this kind of thing is really fun. He plays a great third base. He can hit the ball to the moon, the fans love it. So it's great playing with him.
And last question here. What should fans know about the city of New Britain and New Britain Stadium before arriving Monday and Tuesday?
I would say get ready to have some beers, I guess, and New Britain on those thirsty Thursdays, the fans, they love to slug. So I guess get ready to drink. It's a great time, New Britain's awesome. I love playing there. So the fans are great. Everyone's great. So, and the staff, they do a great job every day, kind of like the unsung hero. Not much talk about them, but they do a great job preparing meals for us and everything. So I'm really excited, and everyone else in the league that's coming to New Britain should be excited as well.
Yeah, it is great. And Beer Fest is going to be so much fun on Monday, the All-Star game on Tuesday. It's going to be a great weekend. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck on Tuesday.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much to Ryan Bagdasarian for joining us. He's extremely excited about having the All-Star game in New Britain, and we're extremely excited to get to that All-Star game. This is the end of our Futures League All-Star Selection Show. We wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. And Johnny, give us that information one more time.
Monday night, 6:30 p.m., Beer Fest. $25 beer tickets. There's going to be over 20 beers on tap. That's going to be presented by ctbeer.com. As Bret DeRosa said, rewind it if you really want to. It's super easy because that was fun listening to all the beers. And gates open Tuesday night at 5 p.m. First pitch is at 6:35. Can't wait for the game.
Thank you to everyone once again for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.